Everyone has something that they are good at. We live in a world where we believe that we have to be perfect at whatever we do, and I honestly think that's very false. There are people who are really good at things like chess or their particular sport or whatever, and then there are people who are moderately good at things, right? Which is like the vast majority of people. But I honestly think that we shouldn't compare ourselves to other people in whatever particular skill that we're doing, and just like have the confidence and realize that whatever you're doing, whether that's you're a good cook, whether it's you're a very good speaker, whether you're good at singing, the reality is there will always be someone better than you at it, at whatever skill or thing you're doing. That's just the reality of it. And the thing is, that's okay. That's absolutely fine to just, you don't have to be the best at everything. You really don't. You just have to be better than what you were yesterday, essentially. And I think that we have this social pressure to always perform with maximum effort all the time. Right? And I feel like a lot of athletes have that pressure, right? A lot of star athletes, a lot of star UFC fighters, basketball players, any type of professional sport, a lot of them have these expectations upon people that they have to perform at the very best all the time. Right? But the thing is, your only competition is you. And whatever thing that you're doing it because you enjoy it. You're not doing it to try to impress somebody. You're doing it because you genuinely enjoy doing it. And the reason why you're good at what you're doing is because you love what you're doing and you're doing it every day. For me, for example, I enjoy going to the gym and working out. And I would say that I'm pretty good with my lifts, but there's always room for improvement. But I don't compare myself to other people in the gym. There are people in the gym who can lift way more than I can, but I don't compare myself to them. Yes, I use them as the motivation to lift harder, right? But I don't get negative jealousy, or I don't feel like I'm not where I need to be because I'm looking at them and they're doing more than me. When you go on social media, right, there are people who are traveling to different parts of the world. They're putting it on their Instagram reels, right? Mexico, Portugal, England, Japan, China, right? That's what they're naming their little stories. And you see all of them and you're like, oh wow, this guy really loves traveling, but you also love traveling too. But then what happens is sometimes you start comparing yourself to them. You're like, wow, this guy's been to so many places, man. He must be really rich, or he must be, doing all this crap. Now, who cares? That's their life, not yours. If you enjoy traveling, that's great. And if you've only been to 1 or 2 countries, that's absolutely fine. You had your own unique experience and memories in those countries. Why compare your memories and experiences to others? Because your experiences are different than others. If you're an artist and you're drawing, right? You're drawing pictures and stuff like that. That is your, whatever feeling, whatever art you're creating, that's your art. That is unique to the world. And whatever your joy you're gaining from it, that's all you. You're gaining joy from that. So you shouldn't compare yourself to other professional artists, right? Who may or may not feel that sense of joy that you feel. Or they may feel a different sense of joy. So what I basically, essentially, just never compare yourself to others. Just focus on whatever you love doing, and keep doing it. And you don't need to be the best at whatever you're doing. You can always strive to be better, but don't feel like you need to come in first place all the time. Just try your best. Try your very best. There's a really good quote. It's like, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. That's a great quote, because when you aim for big goals and stuff like that, just because you don't achieve it, at least you'll get close to that point. When you're studying to get 100, like a 90 or over % on a test, you study real hard, and eventually you get like an 85% or an 84%. Don't feel bad about yourself. Feel proud of yourself that, wow, I did it. Like, I got an A, and that is technically an A. So the person who got a 90% or over on the test, they got an A, which is the same as what you got. You're in that percentile of getting the A. Right? You should never compare your apples to other people's oranges, right? And everyone's journey in this world is their own journey, right? And everyone's performance in this life is different. And there's no such thing as someone's better or someone, whatever like that. There's no such thing as that. Everyone is on their own path in life. Everyone is, on this journey of life. And everyone has their ups and downs. Everyone struggles. Everyone goes through pain. Everyone goes through moments of joy, moments of sadness. That's just the reality of things. Everyone fails at things. Not everyone is a perfect human being. No one is a perfect human being. And that is honestly straight reality.